It's another day in the worldwide studios of... We need a big broadcast name, you guys. We don't have that. This is live from London with the Cruise Amigos, as it says down there in cancer challenging pink. That's what our logo color is today. And we are just happy to have you. We are happy to have you with us. Here, let me get my name. I am Cruise Amigo John, and I am up in northern Minnesota today. It is a beautiful, sunshiny day. Let's hope that that the dreary doldrums of 2020 are gone. Let me introduce to you first, on my left, Cruise Amigo Chili Falls from Virginia. And
except you spelled my name wrong.
Which one? Where?
It's the longest way possible.
I-E?
Chillie. Yep.
Watch. I'm going to show you how I can fix that.
It's a great start, guys.
And while you're doing that, hi, Sonny. Sonny says hello from the Mississippi flu zone.
Today's question is, how do you spell chili?
How's that?
That's got it right.
See, we can do things here. We have the power. We don't have to
Fix
depend
things on the fly.
We don't have to depend on those technical people and everything like that. So, and now introducing the third amigo, but certainly not the last. Actually, rather the first. This is so complicated. Here he is, right down here.
Hello.
The other challenged hair person.
And guess what I'm drinking today?
Oh, no. Let's not do that again.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, let's take a look. Now, does that cup have a divot on it? Or do you have to hold the whole cup like a thing in Crown of Thorns? Or what was that show? What was it?
Crown of Thorns?
City of Thorns. Crown of... That big show that was on TV had Maggie Smith.
There you go. You've seen that.
Yeah.
Crown of Thorns. No?
Yeah, sure.
I hold it like that. How's that?
No, but does it have a finger thingy in it or not?
We are drinking wine. Is that correct? Or is that tea? Just a straight answer, Pete.
He won't
None of this guessing crap.
Okay.
Tea or wine?
I'll tell you what was in it.
Okay.
Fangoli?
So we got
what is
sherry.
that? Okay, so sherry is in there.
No, it's not sherry.
Any other girlfriends? The famous group. Grouse. Okay. That's liquor then.
That's whiskey.
All right, Jackie's with us. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Gretchen up in Ohio. Game of Thorns. There you go.
Game of Thorns?
Sonny's keeping us straight.
It's
Jack's with us from down in Texas, down Houston way. Sonny and 66 down there. That's disgusting.
Irish coffee without the cream. Coffee with whiskey.
Coffee? Isn't that an Irish thing?
Irish coffee, but I haven't got any cream.
I thought you guys were trying to separate from them.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Okay.
No,
all right.
they're still with us.
Okay.
You've still got the Republic of Ireland. You still got the North of Ireland and stuff. You know, it's all confusing. But Irish coffee,
Irish coffee.
Time of year.
Doesn't it need a little whipped cream on the top?
It does. I haven't got any.
Okay, if anybody's nearby Pete's residence, what is it? 10 Downing Street, right?
10 Downing Street.
You live in the back of 10.
No.
10.
It's Buckingham Palace. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go round the back.
London, round the back, Buckingham Palace. Yeah.
Okay.
Just off of Pete.
Now, what do you call really thick cream to whip and put on the top? Does it have a special name over there? Clotted, like clotted cream, or what do you?
Cream, yeah, you could say that, yeah. But I don't have any. I'm gutted. I've got milk. I've got powdered milk. It's not kind of work really, is it? But it's still doing the same thing. It's whiskey, it's coffee, it's warming me up on a cold London day.
Wonderful.
Cheers, everybody.
Wonderful. Cheers.
Squash.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. As you can see,
yes,
we've frozen in time the moment that we're celebrating here that it became 2021.
And hopefully 2021 is going to be a hell of a lot better than 2020 was.
It can't. Yeah. If it isn't, we're in big trouble, aren't we?
Yeah. Wow. Boy, that would be disgusting.
We'll have to do the show every day. That's the only way. That's the only way we're going to get through it.
I don't want to be at the end of 2021 going, I wish it was 2020.
Oh, amen.
Now, see, that one of my goals for this whole year is I want to meet you guys. Many of you guys that are out there in the audience probably don't know this. I've never met these two.
Result.
Never. The two of them, they've been together on cruises before. Not me. I'm just I'm the outsider.
Yeah, it's true. If you're wondering, by the way, why I'm wearing the top, it's the football team that I support, Brentford. And I was actually interviewed today. Could you believe? It's really weird.
They're going to use Pete as a football in the game next week.
Yeah, as if I
kick him around.
I know. What do I know?
We don't kick him around enough ourselves. We don't.
Well,
my team, Brentford, we're in the second level of the English league, football league. You called it soccer, yeah, second level, which is the highest we've ever been. You know, for years. And we're normally in the bottom four. We're in the semi-finals of the cup, of the League Cup this Tuesday, and we're playing Tottenham. And so I was interviewed. There's a blogger called Chris Cowling from Tottenham TV. Tottenham. He's got his own blogging channel, about 50,000 people following. And he interviewed me talking about the game, could you believe? So I'm still wearing my Brentford top. There you go. It's the retro.
By the way, Allison's whether she says it's freezing cold in Glasgow. I bet it is. I've already been hearing Pete complaining about how cold he is.
Allison, you live in Montana?
No, Glasgow, Scotland.
Oh.
And Katie's here. Hey, Katie. Hey. Jackie says, how you doing? So everybody knows, folks, I've had a terrific, since Christmas Eve. I felt fabulous. Of course, that's subject to change on Tuesday. I do the next chemo treatment, and we'll see what happens. But other than that, I felt good this week.
That feels good.
Pete's going to get better and better as the hour goes along.
Yeah, he'll get smashed. He'll get comfortable again.
Yeah,
we are studying the effects of ethyl alcohol on a mammal on the planet Earth.
You try saying that when you're sober, John, yeah?
I can't.
Apologies for everyone for last week, by the way.
And remember now, Pete is one whole circle of the sun holding the Earth going around the sun, because he had a celebratory mark on the closet wall. Remember how Mom would go in and mark off another thing? But this was a big celebratory mark this year for you.
No.
It was a decade, wasn't it?
No.
Help me out here, Chili.
You've got to add up.
Do this again.
You add up, Chili. You've got to add up. Don't age me, John. It's trying to age me.
Are you
not trying to say that I'm 60?
I thought it was a 0 year too.
No.
Are you not now in your 60th year of life?
At the end of it, yeah.
So you're in your 60th year.
Yeah, this is your 60th year. That's the celebratory year.
That's trying to dig himself out, isn't it? It's not working, John.
That's the way I count too.
That's the way I count. I'm in my 70th year.
I'm in my 72nd year.
You add a year one in America, do you? Okay. we try to add a year off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
Well, I actually did get a card from my goddaughter, and she's put happy 18th.
Good.
I wish.
So you've been acting lately, so it's good. It's she
was I'm going younger. I know that's my brain age.
It's
probably.
Your persona. It's what you exude over the video stream.
I'm 59, Gretchen. They're trying to age me to be 60, but I'm not. Yeah. And did you see? Any of you are friends of me on Facebook or on Cruises for Solos on the group? I posted a photograph New Year's Eve. It was the weirdest thing ever. I went out before the fireworks went out, and we had over our place an orange sky. The sky was orange, like the sunset, I
thought something had to be on fire or something. That was the most phenomenal picture I've ever seen.
I thought something's on fire, but it wasn't on fire. That was the sky. It was before midnight, and it carried on all the way. So I went out there, had the fireworks go off, and then I videoed it, I photographed it. Do you know something? 2020 was the weirdest year, but what a weird way to start it. It was bright. It was orange.
It's stop it. We're at the end. That's the stop.
No, it was the start. It was 2021, John.
Yes,
unfortunately.
yeah.
I started 2021 in the crazy world. And I was expecting to get beamed up by aliens, but apparently I'm still here.
You do understand there's every likelihood that that's already happened, right?
Yeah. Can we interview you about that, Pete?
Yeah.
Well, you think I'm in London?
We could do one of those hypnosis kind of things. Put you to sleep, and then we can talk to you about you being beamed up on the spaceship.
Well, you think I'm in London, don't you? I'm actually going around Mars at the moment.
Actually, I thought you had burned the damn Tower of London down. That's what I thought when I saw that picture.
Attempted to. But honestly, have a look at that photograph, because that is just very, very strange.
I do admit that.
Yeah.
By the way, Jack says that for Jack and I both, 2020 is to be forgotten. Yes, indeed. 2021 is the year of the cure and dramatic improvement.
Wonderful.
Jack is coming toward the end of his chemo treatments.
Wonderful.
He's got a couple more minor treatments, not the full cocktail that he's been taking coming up.
Is he this here? Yep. There we go.
Yeah, he's with us. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not as skilled as some of these other players. So to run the comments and put them on the screen and to run the colors and do everything, I'm not as good.
Very quickly, John, could you stay where you are, ahead where you are? Can you move your head slightly to your right? That's it. Now look at that hairstyle. It looks like it's got this freaking hairstyle, doesn't it? Hey, that's real cool, man.
That would make a good picture right there.
I thought I looked a little like Jesus, in the crib, like kind of the Madonna and child.
Jesus, John.
It works, definitely. Oh, dear. Anyway, what's happening, John, today?
I just thought I'd put some of these up here to verify that we aren't making this up.
Okay. Good idea.
Jackie is sending hugs, Chili. Isn't that nice? Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'm going backwards on these here, so they may.
I always do appreciate that.
That's Glasgow, and then the snowflake means Montana.
No.
See? Yeah.
He's in Scotland.
She's been tricking us the whole time here.
She's one of my Scottish buddies.
Well,
we were talking about you, Allison.
Yeah.
Pete's going to talk to you about maybe next Sunday doing some.
Well, yeah, we may do a show talking about Kotar and the cruise port Kotar, Montenegro. It depends really on, I've got to speak to Andreas, who runs a company there, a travel company there, and does all the different guides and stuff like that. So I got to talk to him, and Alison's been there, and she's got some great photos. So if we can make this happen, it looks.
If not, maybe we can find somebody that has a restaurant in Qatar.
Yeah, it looks an amazing place.
It has a nice little Qatarese restaurant.
Yeah. So Andreas, if you're watching, please say hi. And if you are, if you're up for next week, that'd be wonderful. We'd love to hear more about it. And I can't, John, I can't stop looking at your head with those spikes around it.
I'll change it in a minute. But see, it's not Game of Thorns. It's Thrones.
I didn't say thorns.
You said thorns. You said thorns.
And you're looking at John's head with a thorn sticking out of his head. That's what you're looking at.
Downton Abbey. That's it. I just love Maggie Smith. Of course, I just love M on 007. What's her name? The gal. You'd worked with her, Pete.
Who?
The lady that's M on the most recent 007s.
Dame Judith Dench.
I just want to go to coffee with her.
I have worked with her.
Yeah, but
she was in a queue for the food right behind me. Could you believe? Yeah.
Did you pay it forward then? Did you pay her tab?
I actually said to her, because I hadn't done anything yet, and I was in this queue for food on some job we were doing. I can't remember what it was. I looked behind me, and there she was, Dame Judith Dench. And I knew, and the actors don't always have a lot of time, and quite a lot of them expect to get the food taken to them. But she was queuing up like everybody else.
But of course.
So I turned around to her and I said to her, Judith, I said to her, would you like to go ahead of me? Being polite, because I hadn't done anything. And she goes,
you just wanted to see her backside.
Yeah. And she goes, I'm fine, darling.
Wanted to see if she was maintaining her.
I turned around to her and
looks.
I said, please go ahead of me. I haven't done anything all day. Yeah. And she looked at me, she goes, nor have I. And she refused to jump the queue for us peasants that were waiting to get our food. She is the most wonderful lady. So yeah,
I mean, I have maybe 20 people that I would like to, when you take away, who do you want to meet? Jesus, of course. I mean, there's a few really upper level, unbelievable. The Buddha. Who was the guy in India? Changed India. Not Nehru, but
oh
before
yeah. It comes in a minute. Yeah,
you know
yeah.
who I mean. Anyway, there's a few just upper level, unbelievable. But then there's these other people around the world that have done significant things. And Judi Dench is one that I would just love to sit down and just
have a cup of tea.
Have a cup of tea.
Gandhi.
Yes, thank you. But you just think that they're not just acting when you're watching them in these parts, because whether you watched her on that show that's coming to us now on cable TV, that she did, some of those old English shows, but then, or you watch her on M, there's the same kind of something that's coming through the television that can't be made up. There's got to be some kind of humanness in there that you just, Matt Damien would be another one. There's
I think
something in that character that there's something in there.
When they keep their feet to the ground, when they don't think that they're more important than everybody else, when they can just be normal, it seems like a silly thing, but queuing up for the food, you've got everyone queuing up for the food, and most of these celebrities sit in their Winnebagos and they get it delivered by the runners, and they're ordering this and they're ordering that. The fact that she queues up just like the rest of us and won't jump the queue, and just so down to earth, and wasn't even thinking about jumping the queue. She's just, she's just a wonderful lady, and they're the best, So yeah, great memories of her.
Thank you. Well, today we're going to do something unusual. And now our audience can decide in which order we want to do this. I'll put them up on the screen. Today we're going to play two different activities. One of them is, let's play Never Have I Ever on a cruise ship, or Name That Captain. So which one should we do first? Because, with Pete on board, we may never get to we may never actually.
We won't get to the boat.
We may never get to the boat. So which one? So the first 5 people that respond here on our chat will play whichever game you want first. So what's coming up, guys? What are they hitting us on?
Name That Captain or Never Have I Ever.
Nobody has voted yet.
On a cruise.
I'm going to vote for Never Have I Ever. Is my vote.
Never Have I Ever as well.
Anybody else voting here?
There's no one watching.
Never Have I Ever from Sunny.
Okay.
There's no one there. We're just just the 3 of us.
No, there's people. I got people online.
We got all kinds of people here.
Never
Have I Ever from Allison. Okay. That's 4.
Okay. So here's the first one. And folks that are in the chat, please, just these are quick yeses or nos. So please just be ready to say yes or no, because we want to hear more than the baldies up here. Okay, I can say that, you see.
Everyone said never, by the way. So John, you got a unanimous.
John is the one, the amigo with hair.
My coiffure.
Let's point that out. John has the hair.
By the way, speaking of that, after the show, we need to have a budget consideration, because I think I deserve a hairdresser.
Go right ahead.
Okay.
I still remember Emma, our lovely Emma from Emma Cruises.
Yes.
Shaving her hair off for charity.
Yes, she did.
John.
I'll whack it off. I'll whack it off.
John.
Like this.
I'll whack it off for charity.
If you think you should shave it off live for charity, for support, say yes.
You raise the funds, and I'll shave my body for charity.
All right, let's get started with this.
Because I have hair.
Now we have to be honest, folks.
Well,
your answers have to be truthful.
We got a great one to start.
I just got to finish this, you guys.
Oh, we got a great one to start, because Jackie's never been on a cruise, and she hasn't.
Well, but she can play the game in her mind.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you that I have hair on my body that's longer than the hair on my head.
Okay.
I'm not going to comment on that.
I'm certainly glad to know that.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to be never have I ever. All right, here we go. Starting off kind of gentle because I don't want to get, go right to the harsh stuff. So never have I ever lost a bet on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you've lost a bet on a cruise ship.
Have I lost a bet on a cruise ship?
Yeah.
I've never betted on a cruise ship.
Have you never been in the casino?
Nope.
You've never dropped a quarter in the slot machine?
I have never
put
dropped a
$2 on the crap table?
Never.
Interesting.
Wow.
Okay, never have I ever sang karaoke on a cruise ship.
Never have I ever. Nope.
Okay, we all have.
No, I have not.
No, I haven't.
Or never have you? You haven't ever?
No.
I don't sing karaoke
on a cruise ship.
I don't sing karaoke in the shower.
All right.
Have you ever heard of a chap called Andrew Lloyd Webber? Well, Andrew Lloyd Webber, I actually had to sing for him when I was a kid, and he turned around and said, I'm the worst singer he's ever heard in his life. So I haven't done karaoke.
Memorable. At least you were memorable. See?
Yeah.
Bad publicity is better than no publicity. Okay. Never have I ever broken up with someone on a cruise ship.
No, I haven't been with anybody on a cruise ship. That's why. I've got solo.
Well, boy, that's a tough one.
Oh, look, he's considering.
Well, yeah, but there's a reason for it.
Oh,
okay. I had a longtime girlfriend. I'm talking about a 20-year girlfriend.
Oh my goodness, decades.
Okay, and we were going on a cruise. My last cruise before I started cruising solo. That's why I'm questioning that one. And I had a friend from Roanoke that I picked up, and then I drove up 81 to pick up Peggy in Harrisonburg, and I had to pick her up at 4:00 in the morning because we were flying out of DC, and we were meeting my federal judge buddy. She was going with us, Madam her honorship, and we were meeting her at the airport, and the four of us were going on a cruise. Peggy called me as I was driving from Roanoke to Harrisonburg and said, sorry, Allison's sick. I can't go, and canceled out on me at the last minute, which cost me, of course, the price of the cruise, airfare, all, everything. I lost everything. Last time I had a girlfriend on a cruise.
So you kind of did.
So sort of, yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
Chili sort of did. All right.
Would you call turning down an offer breaking up?
That's the next question, Pete.
Yeah, it's coming up.
All right.
Never have I ever got seriously hungover on a cruise.
Back in the day. Yeah, sadly, everything just kept moving. And we're in port.
Never have I ever kissed more than one person in 24 hours on a cruise. Oh, Pete, I've got pictures, for God's sakes.
Of what? You got pictures of me?
Kissing more than one person in 24 hours.
Have you? I've seen them. I forget that I've cruised with you, John, haven't I?
Well, but you posted the other cruises, so come on.
Not that I remember, but yeah, okay. Careful now, John. What goes on a cruise stays on a cruise, remember?
But this is a cruise. This is an extended cruise that we've created here, you see.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we're on a cruise ship right now. Don't you feel it?
No.
Never have I ever.
Guys, they check you out. Yeah.
Never have I ever went 24 hours without showering on a cruise.
I know. I might probably have done that because I'm in and out of the hot tub, and
so that counts. That counts.
Gotten in a shower.
That counts. Okay. All right.
I would have definitely showered every day.
Never have I ever eaten an entire pizza by myself on a cruise.
Oh, I've definitely eaten
an entire pizza.
Yeah,
a whole pizza.
The whole circle, whatever they made. Yes.
Yeah, I've probably never done that.
In
I
bits.
like pizza, but I just
in bits. I've gone and had
too.
bits and come back and had more, and then come back and had more. When they put pizza out at night time, and I keep coming back for more. So I've done it. I probably would have done an entire pizza on a cruise pizza. Sonny says.
All right, let's get a little more personal now.
Oh dear.
Never have I ever sent somebody a naughty picture on a cruise.
Oh yeah, no.
No.
I have never done that.
Of course, I guess technology's only catching up to that, right? See, I've paid the high price for technology on a cruise for
It sounds
time.
like are these all things that you have done, John?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never have I ever slept naked on a cruise.
Oh, I absolutely have done that lots.
Okay.
I made a big mistake because I did that on my first cruise, which was on the Emerald Princess, and I used to love watching the stars, and I upgraded to a balcony. So what I used to love doing was I'd open the door and I had the window open, and I would lie there naked in bed watching the stars. And I've never cruised before in my life, but when I woke up in port, I could see people staring down.
Somebody looking in the window at you.
Yeah, they could all see me.
Yeah.
And I was naked in bed, and I had to get out of bed. And I'm thinking, oh my God, how long have people been watching me? So yeah, I learned a big lesson on my first ever cruise.
Always remember though, Pete, they would never recognize you in the restaurant.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, they'd never know who you were because they'd never ever recognize you if you were in the restaurant. So
if you are on your first
nothing to worry about. I'm
So
sorry.
Emily got naked because she had a bad sunburn. Now that
Sure.
sounds a little like a kinky excuse to me.
I'd like to know where Emily was when she got, when that happened. Yeah,
Freeport.
Bahamas.
Yeah,
Emily.
first word, free. Yeah. Okay.
She was actually in
right.
port. Okay.
Never have I ever received a lap dance on a cruise ship. No.
I've never had a lap dance in my life.
Really? You're on Carnival.
That's just not my thing.
I think I've had 4 lap dances on a cruise ship.
What cruise was that?
Norwegian.
Yeah. No.
Really?
Well, fun one. I mean, fun ones, not like pay for money in a stripper bar. But I mean, yeah, I've had fun. Just
I've only been in one stripper bar in my life. One.
Okay.
For about 15 minutes until they wanted to charge me $15 for a drink. And I said, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, I have a story about Las Vegas, unfortunately, but maybe that's another time.
Well, the cruise ships now are stopping in Vegas, so it's okay. They go up the Columbia Gorge, and it's going to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did end up in one. Only because I was invited. I got a tour around Vegas. I went in this local restaurant in Vegas, yeah. A friend of mine, Beverly, she was in Starlight Express at the Hilton Hotel, starring Starlight Express, and I went to stay with her, which was wonderful. And her local little cafe, I walked in there, and it was run by an American chap, obviously. And I walked in, I ordered some food, and he turned around and he said, "What's your name?" "Pete." And he then shouted, "Hey guys, this is Pete, and he's from London," to everybody in this cafe. And it turned out this guy, he used to have loads of McDonald's in Chicago and New York, and he sold up to go to Vegas to enjoy gambling. And they insisted on taking me for a night out in Vegas, in various different places. And so we did end up in one of those places of it. And I was extremely drunk because we were drinking shorts and all kinds of things. I do remember that. And
Jack, it was always guess. I've never. That's a have I ever. Have you ever, kissed or hooked up with a staff member on a cruise ship? Anybody?
No.
No.
I haven't.
He's hesitating. He's hesitating. What?
On my first ship cruise, I just got on really well with this wonderful young lady, but I had no chance. Way out of my league. But she's just a wonderful girl. We just hit it off from Australia. And she was one of the entertainers on the ship and just got on really, really well.
Pete, you're a star.
And
why do you say no chance? You're a star, man.
One of the guys I met from Florida was an extremely loud American. And he was a great guy. He was loud, yeah. And she dragged me on the stage for one of the shows this lady did, yeah. Right. And and so I got dragged on, grabbed my hand, dragged me on there and stuff like that. And I'm next to her, she's holding my hand still and things, and did the show. And as the show came down, he came running down the stairs, this really loud guy in front of everybody. And he was like, hey, Ma, hey, Pete, she really likes you. And then he turned round to this other person, says, hey, another person working there, is it correct that if a staff member is caught sleeping with a crew, someone on holiday, they get sacked? And that was the end. This poor girl was listening to the whole thing. It's like nothing happened. We were just friends. But, it was just one of those crazy things.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I have several crew members that I'm friends with that we share, back and forth on Facebook and stuff. And next time I'm on a cruise with them, I don't know if I'm allowed to, take them out to dinner or go something, if that's even, I don't even know if it is or not, and I would never put them in that kind of position, but I've developed several friendships with crew members.
I think crew members be very careful, haven't they, really? Because, they might come over as being a bit flirtatious when they're not, they're just doing their job. And also you might end up liking them. And of course that they get in big trouble if they have anything to do with you, so got to be careful.
All righty. So we're at the 32-minute mark. We haven't got on the boat yet. So let's switch games now, shall we?
Okay.
We're going to switch games. Let's play Name That Captain. Are you ready? I got to get to my notes here. Okay, let's get back. Let's see some comments. Okay, are you ready now, guys? Now, come on now. Let's be fair. Nobody sit there with your Google open and start, like Googling. We're going to know if you just snap your fingers time after time and come up with this. This is for fun. Let's test your memories here. I have not let my teammates here know anything about this. So they are in as much in the dark as you are. So let's figure out if we can find. Now, these may be real life captains in history. These may be movie star. It was a ship in a movie and this was the captain of it. Or it may be a television captain of a ship. Okay, so there's 3 areas. Sometimes I'm going to tell you questions about it. Sometimes we're going to play 20 questions. So think about that, folks in the chat. You can ask me questions. It's 20 questions to narrow in.
Yeah, please answer, because I've got no idea.
Okay, so
any of these.
So this first captain, we would follow him anywhere. He, just a really, really handsome man. We would be willing to climb aboard his ship, very monochrome ship, very, very dark monochrome ship. He has a very unorthodox way of getting his men to get anything done, actually. But because of his success, there are now copies of his ship in several places around the world.
Captain Kirk?
Interesting. No. No. No.
Columbus?
No. No.
Help. Peter Branson?
Sonny says Captain Stubing.
No. No. He doesn't have copies of Stubing's ship around the world that I know of.
Are we going to get a clue? Captain of the Titanic, Alison
Captain
said.
of the Titanic. That's interesting.
I don't know of any other Titanics.
I wouldn't follow him.
Ask questions now, you guys. Now you can ask me questions.
Is this
a fictional character?
Yes.
Okay.
Pugwash.
Fiction. I'm sorry?
Captain Pugwash.
No. Gosh, you guys, to me, this when I was going to do captains, this was like the first one that I thought of.
Captain Ahab.
No.
Captain Morgan.
Monochrome, meaning not a lot of color, like almost black and white. Matter of fact, I can tell you the ship was like black. It was just a black monochrome pain. The ship, it just had a lot of pain that went with it, and it ended up being in kind of a whirlwind. Only
What? We got a couple of great guesses here. Sonny thinks Captain Kangaroo.
No. Captain Kangaroo is happy.
Margaret thinks Captain America.
That's funny, but no.
Captain Bligh. Is he a pirate?
Who asked that? Who's asking?
Was he a pirate?
Perhaps. Yes. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Bluebeard.
Blackbeard. Captain Blackbeard. Captain Bluebeard.
He was a pirate.
The hell's his name?
Models of the ship are in several
Captain
places
Cook.
around the world. You can go and beyond them. You can he's got a real unorthodox way of getting things done. He's got a friend that's like got an octopus kind of a face.
Nemo.
No. Jack.
I was singing this song all through the show. I've been singing this song.
Yeah.
What did you say, by the way?
Jack Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow of the Black Pearl, you guys. The big Disney franchise. And now they've got a Black Pearl at every one of the Disneyland things. Wow. Okay. Shall we move along?
I tell you what.
It's going to be a long show.
I thought you guys were like more movie-like.
Just to let you know, yeah, I come from the acting industry. I know nothing about showbiz, and I know nothing about cruising.
Okay.
Apart from that.
All right. All right, let's find another one, shall we? Okay. This captain, I already have him up over here in another place. This captain wanted to get to his destination no matter what. He had a beard, white beard.
Santa Claus.
Captain
there's
Claus?
no Captain Santa Claus, Pete.
Isn't there? You mean Santa Claus doesn't exist?
Well, this is not a judgment of that.
Captain Scott.
When he got into trouble, he didn't believe he was in trouble. His father was a potter.
Harry.
His father was a potter?
Harry.
Harry didn't
No,
have
he's
a
talking
child
about
was
somebody
a
that
captain.
makes pottery, Pete.
I was talking about Harry Potter.
That's not
Harry
a captain either.
For most
Drink
of
some
his
more
life,
sherry, Pete.
for most of his life, he was a captain of commercial shipping, like the Merchant Marine, and he hadn't been in passenger ships very long.
Titanic. Captain of the Titanic.
Okay, what was his name? His wife's name was Eleanor.
So I'm correct. It is the Captain of the Titanic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's close enough, isn't it? What's his name, John? Tell us. Let us know.
He was Captain Edward Smith.
Okay.
And very good. What was the clue that gave it away?
Just Just genius, really, you know.
Your
Now,
genius.
this isn't the same Edward Smith that was over there screwing around with Pocahontas or whoever the hell that was in Virginia history.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh no, that was John Smith. That was his brother.
Yeah, and now you can get John Smith. It's a beer in England.
Okay, this captain is not known as much for his seafaring days as for events after he left the boat. He was surrounded by music.
Surrounded by music. Mm-hmm. So he's a musician, a singer.
I didn't say that.
No.
He's surrounded by music.
Look at you're lighting up already there.
And was there a professor involved?
A professor? No.
No.
Who do you think, Shirley?
Who were you thinking?
I was thinking about Gilligan's Island.
Oh. No, had him later. There was a struggle with religion.
Music.
Captain John Paul Jones?
No.
That's not my guess. That's Jack's guess.
Okay. No. There was a struggle with religion. And a problem getting a car started.
A car?
Captain Ford?
Katie. Katie.
Van Trapp. Katie's put Captain Van Trapp.
Ah. From The Sound of Music.
Exactly.
Okay.
Katie, was it the car? Was it the car that tripped you, Katie?
Katie, what? That one was way over my head.
Really?
I'm glad you got that.
Well, first of all, he got famous when he left the ocean because it was what happened on the land. Okay. Okay. Religion was a part of it because he kind of got into a disagreement with the nuns over at the place, and then they sent him the lady. The car wouldn't start, so they had to walk across the mountains at the end.
Yeah.
I thought I had some really good clues. Captain Von Trapp.
Well done, Katie. Congratulations.
Yeah.
That was a correct answer from the audience, isn't it?
Yeah. That was really good.
Katie, you won a prize. John will let you know what it is.
A weekend with John at the farm.
Yeah.
Not with Katie. Not with
a weekend
John,
up there at the farm in Minnesota.
Actually, the new farm in our luxury 3-bedroom accommodations at the new farm. Anytime you get here. Yes.
Second prize is 2 weekends.
By the way, how's your weather up there? I didn't ask you today how your weather is.
Beautiful sunshine, just under freezing. We're going to have 40 degrees tomorrow.
Good.
I don't know if that's good or not.
And we're going back in the 20s tomorrow here.
Ouch. Okay. We should stop. Let's stop for just a minute. We didn't stop earlier to get our little pitch in here. We just want to. Yep. We know that everyone who's listening knows that we are making an effort to support a port. Now I got to get my banner up here. Oh, it's so much work to do this stuff every day.
The switching business.
Here we go. There it is. Look, I got it up here. Of course, you guys know that you're all cruisers. You know that there's such a tough thing because cruising is shut down, and all the ports. Anybody that was involved in port work, which thousands and thousands of people around the world have made their life, and to get all of their income from working with the cruise ships that come in. And of course, we have started this little foundation to try and channel some funds to help them. And we would hope that you would consider in your giving and your donations to support a port, supportaport.com. And if you will drop by there, 100% of what you're giving right now gets to the other end, and you can actually pick your port, and so you have the control. And when we get 3 digits ready to go there, we get it to the other end and see that it does some good. So we hope you will drop by supportaport.com.
And I would say we've got a few ports that aren't that far away from 3 digits, John.
Okay,
so,
do you know them offhand?
But what I would say is if you just put port, then we'll obviously put it to the one closest to the 3 digits, so we can do it. We can do another we'll just put the word port. Jim, it's only a $5. That's fantastic. $5 would be amazing, and it means that we can get to $100. And because we do have a few ports that are not that far away, so we can then do something next year. So just put the word port, and we'll put it to the next in line. I think that's probably a way.
Fantastic. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for that. Okay, back to our game. This particular captain had a bad attitude. And he had one purpose in life. And when he got that one purpose, he didn't give a rat's patootie about how many men he lost to meet that purpose, or actually if he got his ship back to land. And you hold it for a little while, Chili, if you think you got it already. Once he got on that singular purpose, he did not care where the world took him. He didn't care if he ran.
Emily thinks Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, very good. You're thinking of like Wilson. I don't think Tom was. He was the captain of that ship that got hijacked, right? He was that captain.
Jack thinks Captain Hook.
Jack, you're closer to the captain I'm thinking about.
Now Captain Bligh.
And not Captain Bligh, but again, we are getting closer here. We're down.
Now, see, I was on Captain Bligh too, Jack. That's where my thinking was. But as he started that one off.
You're in the right time.
Mutiny on the Bounty.
And you're in the right time, and you're in the right concept.
Captain Blackbeard.
No.
Bluebeard.
So the same
red beard, green beard. Let's go through all the colors and get the money. No, just kidding. This guy he had an obsession. And once he had that obsession, he just wouldn't give it up, no matter what the cost.
It wasn't Columbus.
It became a thing between him and the target.
You got Captain Ahab, Gretchen says, and
Gretchen!
She then says Captain Ahab and Captain Moby Dick.
Well, there is no Captain Moby Dick, but yes,
yeah, Captain Ahab is
Moby
the captain.
Dick was the target, and Captain Ahab was willing to risk anything and everything at the end to take down the whale. So
Captain, is it Queeg? Jack says.
Yeah, Captain Quigg. That was from. That was another mutiny, wasn't it?
Well, that's a good question. I can just do that right here and tell you. I know the name, but I don't know the story.
On the Bounty.
No, not Mutiny on the Bounty was Captain Bligh. Captain
the Cane Mutiny.
Cane Mutiny. That's it. Yeah.
Well, we've come around the circle, you guys. It's time to chat a little bit and say goodbye. We never got resolutions. We talked about plans and thoughts for the new year, but do any of you guys in our chat here, do you make resolutions? Do you seriously write down and say, this will be my resolution? Do you guys, my amigo partners, do you historically in your families or in your background, are you a resolution maker?
Normally not, but this year, yes.
Okay, you do, because you have a purpose, which we are, of course, all. Yeah. Think of a pyramid, Chili, and you are at the top, and then me and Pete are in the next line, and we have just people lined up behind you, and just think of like Game of Thrones. You know how they go through that frosty mountain. What was that? The people up north were called something. The North people. Remember when they went through the ice mountain up there? I don't know if you watched that show.
Eskimos.
No. There was. Somebody in the list will tell us what was in the Game of Thrones when they went to the north and they broke through that. They broke through that wall of ice. What was that called?
No idea.
See,
I never watched it.
Ronnie watched it, and I was just working. And
I did. I had one New Year's resolution when I reached my 50th, John, and that actually was one I think everybody could go to now was to travel more. I thought, you know what? I want to travel more because you don't know how long you're going to be around for. You don't know what's going to happen. And that was when I was 50. So I would say absolutely now is, if things get back to normal, I would say do a bucket list cruise. If you've got a bucket list cruise that you really want to do, that you had put back because you couldn't really afford it, or you're thinking maybe I'll do it a few years later, I would say rather than just book a cruise or whatever, book a bucket list cruise.
Good.
Do something you've never done before and go for it. Just do it. Yeah.
I like that. So we know that, and Katie is saying stay safe. Yep. What should Pete be saying here, Emily?
Go
away.
Brentford, come on, you bees. Brentford.
Oh, okay, that's for the team. All righty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Jack, Jack? You must have a resolution here coming up. Come on, we want to hear from you. Katie's back to work. Stay safe with your kids, Katie. That's a big thing. Allison, same when I was SO?
When she was 50.
Oh, 50. See, I can't, the letters are too far away. So, hope to cruise again. Yeah. Many new places. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, of course, my personal mountain to climb, separate from, this is a healthier for me. Like for Chili, he's on one side of the trying to fix things. My doctors and I are trying to be proactive. And it's a big, that's why I guess I can make it public here now. I have lost 15 pounds since a few days before Christmas. And it's not by choice. The doctors have made some...
John, I've lost 15 quid as well.
15 quid?
Yeah, I lost 15 pounds from a wallet.
Ah, yes. Well, no, that's funny because to lose 15 physical pounds has cost me way more than 15 pounds, I'm telling you. But I've lost 15 weight pounds, which has been tough, and over Christmas, I have to lose 25 more. Then I go in for 2 major surgeries. One to fix something that's been a problem, which is kind of making this happen. The other one is to change some things in my body. This is a big year for me. And if those are successful, then we hope to stave off some things that other people get. So this is a turning point year for me, just like it's a turning point year for Chili in the health department. And so I have those resolutions too. Then on the personal side, you all know that I want to buy an airplane and either learn how to fly the sucker or have it on reserve in case the health issues don't work. I plan to fly it out in the middle of the Lake Superior and run out of gas. I say that jokingly. I will never. I wouldn't do that.
You want to land on a motorway?
No. Just for you, Pete. I would never do that to the airplane, you guys. I would never do that because I would never do it to a perfectly good airplane.
Yeah.
But I like to make fun about doing it. So I have I'll have a remote control one. Maybe I'll do that as a what do you call it, Pete, when you're doing when it's a representation, a virtual, you know what I mean, Chili, Pete?
A virtual plane crash.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I'm making a representative. And look here, Ace has come to say goodbye on our show here.
He
And
had to come make an appearance.
He's such a good guy.
Yeah.
So any other thoughts in the chat? Thank you. Good luck, John. Sonny says, fantastic. Emily, wow, great. Thank you all.
I would just add to my resolutions for the year, not only do I want to meet you two clowns, I got a lot of people that happen to be in this chat room right now that I'll look for today that I can walk up to them on a cruise ship and give them a big hug.
Won't that be wonderful when we can all do that? When my goal is to be able to fly to Chili's place and not tell him. I'll tell all you guys, and we'll be live. We'll be live on Facebook, and I'll knock on his door.
That would be awesome.
You're going to fly over for that too, Pete. That's what we'll do.
I think my new year resolution is to do all the things you said and that we've never done on a cruise ship.
Absolutely.
To do all of them.
All of them.
Every one of them. Yeah.
Everybody, God's blessings wherever you are. Keep Chili in your prayers. We will all do this. It's going to be a good start of a year. We got to get past this pandemic, and with everybody thinking positive thoughts, get the government to do good things. Pete, you're in charge over there in England. Keep drinking.
I will do.
Chili, you're in charge of the East Coast. I'll take it from the Mississippi River west.
I got you.
All righty. We'll see everybody next week. Have a great time, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Okay, bye, everyone. Cheers.